But I want to cover that topic, but I don't want to cover it. Let me see if I can get a video outlet for that. Give me just a second.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I am gonna have to go in a moment, obviously. I've gotta make a phone call. My phone getting blown up here.
Fuck. Okay,
So like, don't no rush at all.
right. You think need to go. Okay. Sorry. Here. Anyway. So shame is 20 hertz. Shame and humiliation is 20 hertz. In Indian philosophy, we say in there is like couple of stories and stuff like that. Okay. So there is Padalam and Naraga in Malayalam they say. So Padalam is like one level of hell, which is like 3 levels below earth. Okay. Naragam is like the bottommost level. Okay. In Padalam, it's like punishment is kind of like walking over the hair on the like on top of fire or on top of volcano. But in Padalam, the punishment is like boiling you in hot oil. Okay. So this is there in many religions. So what is the feeling of shame and humiliation? It is like the feeling of you are trapped in this oil of situations and you're boiling in it. Like oil of situations of feelings, right? And you don't have a escape to it. And that is the lowest level of hell. Okay. Now we go to the 30 hertz, which is the guilt. So guilt is what? Like you are guilty. What is that feeling like? It's like, you know, something you are trapped in this thing, but it comes again and again. Like whatever that punishment is like, that is the visual representation of the level of hell which is above Padala. So then you go for 50 hertz with this Despayat. So still it's like it is a hurt actually, right? So then it's grief and regret. Okay. Then you get fear and anxiety, which is still less because fear and anxiety is a jungle reaction, right? These are not things which you create. This is something that the nature creates, right? Because guilt is when you create, when you did something bad and you punish yourself. Fear is something like an external circumstance is there, tiger, your job loss, money loss, and you are fearful because of that external circumstances, right? So that level of hell is less punishable. So it's like whipping or something like that, where you still have a leg way to move, but you know, but you still are being punished. You still feel punished. So that is an above hell or just below earth. Now, if you go like more 125, 150, 175 is pride. Okay, so every frequency has an emotion or something like that. Okay.
The old thing, sorry, is but have you ever seen Gary Brecker?
Gary Brooker, what is that?
I'll send you carry on. I'll send you something after this call.
Okay. So pride is a sin, but it's not something that is any reaction. It's more like an arrogance. So it makes other people also uncomfortable because of your pride. Okay. It's because you love, like for example, right? You love your dad and mom, and you kind of are prideful about yourself, saying, I am better than your dad and mom. But you love that person. But your pride, cause of your pride, that reaction is coming back, saying that, oh, I love this person, but because of this reaction, the bad way I reacted, I am ashamed of myself. This wording is leave it, okay, but that is the feeling, right? That is still 175 hertz, okay. 200, right, 200 hertz onwards, the sound spectrum turns color from orange to green, or that color of sound spectrum is like the same spectrum in color, like Vibgyor. You know, Vib is when till it's like red to blue, then to green, to white, kind of stuff, right? So same level, like 7 heavens, 7 hells are till 175. Okay. Then you come to 200, which is courage and empowerment. That is where earth is. Okay. So you need to have courage to live in earth, because courage and empowerment. You are empowered to live. You are not like a rock where we are staying somewhere, right? So then you kind of go above earth, whereby you are like going for neutrality and trust. You trust another person to do something for you without having any uh, doubt that he will do something bad to you, right? Now you are above a common man where everybody is distrusting everybody, right? Which is like you need courage to trust somebody, but you don't have courage to trust everybody. So we are here. Okay. Yes, yeah, right. So neutrality and trust is like I don't have emotion, but I trust everybody. Okay, wait me here. Okay, willingness is willing. Then 320 is like willingness and optimism, right? This then 350 is acceptance and forgiveness. So this is in one curve spectrum. So this thing is where like there is you told me like before there was somebody else making the script for us, right? So that somebody wants these things to have a confused feeling for us. Okay, so that we don't jump above. So social media is there, saying like films are there, and revelations are there, research paper guidelines are there, so that film show you that okay, people steal, or social media is when you don't trust the influencer. So you can have a narrative that oh, world is bad and everybody is bad, but you never tested it, but still world is bad, everybody is bad, and you've seen a couple of people doing this shit, and this is the same people who are consuming the same programs. World is bad, so I need to survive. Okay, then 400 onwards is where like you get on top of this Mount Meru, that branch of like big bark of the tree to the heavenly places. Okay, and in Indian mythology we say Swarga and Swarga Logam. So Swargam is where souls go to chill. Swarga Logam is where the gods are. Okay. Okay. So like what do you call it? The tech who gave the 10 Commandments, like all Moses, right? So Moses is still like godly, but Jesus is still son of God. Then there is God, right? Like whole ghost, the Holy Spirit, and the what, three of the things are there, right? So at the top will be God, right? God, Holy Spirit, and the ghost or something like that, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Holy Spirit is where this thing is. Okay. Till acceptance. Then it will be kind of reason and understanding. So now Holy Spirit issues come. Like um, above the cushy life of relaxation, then will be reason and understanding that every people has a reason to do something, like so you are getting about trust issue, you're getting above neutrality issue, you are getting above optimism, like I hope this happen, no, like everybody has a reason and I understand that. Okay, so I don't hope it because I know that everybody has a reason for how they act. Okay. Then he said, okay, I forgive whoever the fuck is like doing this because I know that, everybody has willingness and optimism to do whatever they have because they have going through blah, blah, blah. Right. That is the reason and understand. So, like we said, you are like pulling thread from this thing where it's not like the business that you want, it's that oh everybody is trying to do this business, no, everybody is doing trying to do something, everybody is going to job for something, and somebody is going to tell bad things to you, then you have the reason. So it you have if you know the reasoning, then that means that you have jumped all of the layers of courage, neutrality, and willingness accidents, right? Then you go more, right? So this is where the 432 hertz and 440 hertz are. Now we have reached 400. Now if you jump from there, so reasoning and above reasoning and understanding, only music can resonate with us. You know, because if you either you have to understand the music or understand the tune intrinsically, like, right? So you can listen to different languages of music but still understand, like, enjoy it. You don't need language, you just some kind of reason. So when that reasoning comes, people have jumped till there, right? Now I can make you go anywhere. You have reason till the music is. Now next thing is love and reverse sense or something like that. So before that happened, the industry is like saying, I need you to go somewhere else, 'cause if I put you still here, so the conscious or super, like, community conscious minds all have reasoned to the fact that Travis Scott says it's bitches, cars, and money. So yeah, community have reason to the fact that uh, m- uh, money gives you happiness. 90% of your problems are solved with money. Okay. That then you fuck that as well. Then you go above it. That is love. So now we are like saying, oh fuck, money is not the point of it. So I need to have somebody in life. Okay. I need to have a wife, kids, whatever that expression of love, like cats, dogs, or fuck that. Okay. Then when I have that love, I also need to be joyful, like, of that experience of love, because it's not like I love a caterpillar who is always in the ground. I need to see the caterpillar, or I need to talk to it, and he needs to talk to me nicely, right? So that is an understanding of feeling. If you come back, like, in heaven, it is an understanding of feeling that, oh, everybody is joyful because everybody has love here. And that is the feeling there. It's not a word. It's like, word, what do you mean feel? Like, how does joy feel like? It is like liberation. However you can explain it, right? It is a field of people where everybody trusts each other, who had gone through all of this shit and reached joy, right? Then you go from joy to peace. Like, you're saying, okay, now I have felt everything is good. Now I know that everybody is good. Okay, now I am at peace. Okay, I don't need to change the world. I don't need to stick to any religion, belief structure, any shit. Okay, I have transcended everything out. Then you go to enlightenment. So you have done all this shit. My question is, if we are here, why the fuck are we trying to start a business, get 10,000 or 30,000, then have a mansion in family, or blah, blah, blah? Can't we say, you know what? We have enlightenment on already, but every X says enlightenment is something that you don't find or invent. It's something that you remember. It's like every enlightened guru says, like, oh, I just, like, after all this journey, I remembered that I got enlightened. I it never said, like, oh, it is not within you. It's something outside. Oh, I have, with deep meditation, and I have manifested this enlightenment. Oh, fuck shit. There was no point to go because it was already there. So you have gone out to whole round of life, or like if you want to go to heaven of life, if you want to go and meet the gods, it's just saying like love is the way or something. And then you say there is bliss. Then you will go to crown chakra and go to enlightenment. But it's feeling which can't be described by words. And we are try my point is every businessman or something is still going to go through the same shit, right? So he wants to have a business so he is free, so that he can work on himself, so he can improve, and then love, and then have a family, and then have a car, and then spread to charity, and then blah, blah,
Well, going through all the phases, isn't it?
Right. But we are saying, okay, I need to do this in 50 years. Then 60 years, I will go philanthropy. And then we try to manifest this shit. Then we got the manifestation of this shit. But what the fuck are we doing? Like saying we should be like, oh yeah, we are already there. Where whatever the end point is. Now I'm waiting for death, and that is brilliant. My death was like fucking brilliant shit. And whatever in between the life will happen for brilliant reasons.
Yeah. But that's stick, lad. Need to get enlightened ASAP.
No, that's the point, bro. Like every spiritual teacher, I see like spiritual teachers are as necessary to society as prostitution is as necessary to society, right? Because we have sexual needs, we go to prostitution, like, or somebody goes to prostitution. We have spiritual needs, somebody goes to guru. So we have sexual needs also, we have sexual needs, and we are just either forgetting it or masturbating it or something like that, and we just say, I don't need to go to a prostitute, I don't need to have a girlfriend at this time, right? That is done. We have a spiritual need which is already fulfilled, right? But we need somebody to guide. But actually, we don't need it because you are already there. So you don't need a spiritual guru because you are already doing this shit. Because what is the point of spiritual guru? That guy is also like you. Come there, come here. 8 years, I say that he manifested this thing that I will be enlightened, and that enlightenment guy came, and he is saying, you know what, this is the concept of enlightenment. You have to do blah 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 blah. But the thing is, like, words can't optimize feeling. So Joe Dispenza and everybody say feel the way of your finalized state. But what the fuck are we doing? That is very low, because now your life at 60 years can only be manifested like this. So you have to manifest a remarkable death. You are the most changed guy, like Martin Luther King kind of shit. I will change the society. But you can't change the society because you understand the society.